Hi everyone, I made these embellishment book boxes, and you can see it's in the shape of a book, and then it just stands up like so. This is using Prima's Zila Teal collection, and what inspired me were my 3x4 and 4x6 cards. I have a ton of these when I designed for Prima, and I've also collected the Maggie Holmes Project Life cards from Tuesday morning. It came in a bunch of 3x4 and 4x6 cards, and I just wanted to find another way to utilize these cards. So I made this little book, and it can store on your shelf, and this would be great for a gift or a swap. And basically I embellished the front, as you can see on both of the books, and this one, it opens on the side, and then inside are the 4x6 cards. So you can add some fun embellishments on these cards. And then I just use these clear bags and adhered it with some washi tape. Here's the 3x4 card, so you can put a gift card or another embellishment. It's just a fun way to gift these. And then it just goes back in the book like so. And then you just close it up. And then I also use the 4x6 card on the back just to make it a little extra sturdy. So that's one way. Here's another one. So now this one opens from the top. So I have one opening from the side and then one from the top. And then what's nice with the 4x6 cards, and it has a little sentiment, so you can have a little hidden message underneath an embellishment. This one says, "Find yourself and be that." And then again, here's a 3x4 card where you can add a gift card, or you can put a card in there for whomever you're gifting these to. And so I'm going to show you both ways, from the top opening and from the side opening. So what I did was I went ahead and pre-cut 2 sets. So I'm going to show you how to cut and then score it, and then I have one that's already pre-taped. It's just going to make it go quicker for me if I did it that way. Okay, so first we're going to do the one with the side opening. And I'll give you the measurements here. So the book cover, so let's do this one. I'm going to use this one already. As you can see, it's already pre-taped. So I'll set that on the side for a second there. So for the cover, you're going to need a 6 1/8 in height and then 10.5 inches wide. Okay, and then get your scoreboard here. And then you're just going to score at 4 1/4 and then 6 1/4. Okay, then you're going to fold those score lines. So fold those both. And then you're going to need this tool, or you can use the score tool. And this again is a Sizzix crease and curl tool. I got this, it was gifted to me from Lena, but you can purchase this at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the tool, place it on the first score line, and then just curl. That's what's going to give the curve to the book. And then I'm going to do that to the opposite side. So it does that. And then what I do is I just kind of line the edges here and just kind of give it a little pinch, like so. Just really gently. And that's what creates this right here of the book. Okay, so you'll set that aside. And then for the box, again, this is for the side opening. It's going to be 11 3/4 wide by 9 1/8 in height. And I'll put the measurements in the description box. So on the 11 3/4 inch side, let's do it this way so you can see the score lines. You're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 6 1/8, and 7 5/8. Okay, and then this being the bottom, which is going to be against the scoreboard, you're going to score at 1 1/2 and 7 5/8. So it's basically 1.5 inches on each side, okay? And then what you're going to do next is you're going to fold all those scored lines. Now, the pre-mint paper is a very nice, thick, sturdy paper. If you are working with a much thinner paper, I would recommend to use like a thick one, 110-pound cardstock, and then maybe just layer it. That way it's a little bit more sturdy. Because the Maggie Holmes, you know, when you use it from the paper pad, the paper is a little bit thinner versus using the individual 12 by 12 sheets. Okay, so now we did that. We folded all those score lines. Let's get this last one here. Okay, so let's get our scissors. Where's my scissors at? Okay, on this 1/2 inch side, what you're going to do is you're going to cut those 2 small tabs out. So let's remove those. So let's cut those out. And then you're going to cut your slits. So cut right here up to that scored line. And the same thing with this side. Cut up to that scored line. And then you're going to turn, and then you're going to cut these 2 slits on the bottom and then on the top. So just cut those. And do the other side. Now this part is optional. It just makes it easier to close it. Again, I use this Weird Memory Keepers corner punch I get from Hobby Lobby. And you're going to take this 1/2 inch tab here, and I corner around it with the 10mm side, which is the larger of the 3. So just corner around those. And then I take the 7mm, which is second to the largest, and I corner around these. Again, this part is optional. Just gives it a nicer finish. Okay. And then next what you're going to do is I'm going to take the 2 pieces that I went ahead and already pre-taped. Okay, so I'm going to set these, put these away. Okay, so I went ahead and pre-taped. So this was my cover. Here's my cover. Okay, and then we went ahead and did all this cutting. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the 2 tabs right here, and you're going to add adhesive to both these tabs right here. Okay, so let's take my poking tool and just peel these out. So I'm just going to peel them all out at the same time. Okay, and then we're just going to build it. Make sure it's all nice and lined up. Okay, and then we're going to close it. Same on this end. Okay, now this is the important part. So now once you did all that, you're going to see it closes and it creates the box. Okay, so you're going to get something like this. Now you want the side where you pull, where you open it up to be on the back side, okay? Now this part's important as far as adhering. You want to make sure the adhesive is covered on all the edges, because that's what is going to adhere to the book cover. Okay, so I just used some double-sided tape here. Now I peel this one first and then I go from there. So what you want to do is you want to line this edge of the box to the score line. Okay, so what I do here is I just make sure it's lined on the side here, like so. And then I line it on this edge too. Okay, and then I give it a nice press. And then I just start peeling the rest of the adhesive. So just peel this out. And this tape is from Daiso, which I'm excited because the Daiso that's in my shopping mall at the moment, it's closed actually because they're moving to the other side of the mall, which is going to be much larger. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, so go ahead and press this down. And what you're going to notice, you're going to have a little 1/8 of an inch lip right here. Okay. And now let's do the opposite side. Again, I peel this one first. And then I line the score line to that edge. And that's how you're going to get that curve. So make sure it's nice and lined. And that this is lined too. Just press that. And press this. Okay, and then just do that. See, and that's how you get that curve. And then we're going to remove the rest of the adhesive. There you go. There's your book. And then again, it opens up. And then you can fit your cards in here, your 4x6 cards, and send out the embellishments all to your crafty friends. And then you can decorate the front however you want, you know, with the coordinating embellishments. And then it makes a really cute little book. Okay, so that's the side opening. Now let's do the one with the top opening. So let's just clean this up a little bit here. Let's just get rid of all that. Okay, so let me get back my scoreboard. Or my two pieces here. Okay, now I'm going to do the cover. And the cover is the same measurement as the other cover. So it's 6 1/8 in height, 10 1/2 inches wide, and you're going to score it 4 1/4 and then 6 1/4. Okay. And again, fold those. Take your curl tool and just curl it to the next score line. So you start at one score line and go to the next score line. And then you can again line this up and then just give it a pinch. Makes that curve, okay? So you got that. Now to make the box, this is going to be 12 inches wide and 9 5/8 inches in height. Okay, I'm going to turn it to the side so you can see the lines better. Now on the 12-inch side, we're going to score at 4 1/8, 5 5/8, 9 3/4, and 11 1/4. Okay, and this being the bottom that's going against the scoreboard, you're going to score at 1 1/2, 7 5/8, 9 1/8. Oops. Okay, and then that's all you have to do there. Now we're going to fold those score lines. Just make sure I'm in frame here. Just going to fold those lines. Okay, so now what you're going to do next is you're going to take this side right here. I think that what this is 3/4 of an inch. You're going to cut these tabs out. Okay, so there's a small one and then a larger one. You're going to cut that out. And you're going to cut this one out. Okay, and then on this side you're going to cut the slits. Okay, make sure you cut your slits. Cut one right here, one right here, and the other. And then on this side you're going to cut out this little small tab, this tab, and then this one right here. So there's 3 that you're cutting out. Okay, and I'm going to cut this slit right here. Or actually, hold on, double check. Oh no, you're going to cut this tab out. So cut this little small tab out. And then you're going to cut the slits right here. So cut right here, and then right here. Okay, and you're going to take your corner rounder. And again, I use the 10mm, which is a larger one. And then the 7mm on these ones. Okay, so now let me get the one that's all taped up. Okay, so here we go. So again, here's our cover. And again, I like to give it a pinch just to keep that rounded shape there. Now, here's this one right here. Now what you're going to do next is you're going to, this one should be easier. You're going to add some, oh, I forgot to add adhesive to this, so let's add the adhesive to that. Forgot that's going to be, yeah, we have to add adhesive to this. So I get my tape. This is too long, I mean too wide. I don't have my, can't find my 1/4 inch tape. So I'm just going to use this little teeny tiny 1/8 inch strip. Okay, so let's adhere that. Just lay it flat. Okay, so we did that. So this creates the box. And then next you're going to take the 2 and fold those in, and then fold this down, and you're going to add adhesive to this part. And this part being the same side as this side, okay? So just glue it down, okay? And then so you should have your box like this, where it opens from the top. Okay, so the opening is going to be in the back. So when you open it up, it opens like that. Okay, so that's that. And you're going to do the same thing with this one. You're going to make sure you have your adhesive all nice and close to the edge as possible on both sides of the box. So the front and then the back. So let me just remember this is the back. Okay, so this is going to be the front. So I'm going to peel that. And it's pretty much the same, so either one's going to be, either side is going to be fine. Now you're going to take the score line again, put it up against that box right there. Make sure it's lined up. and line it up to this edge, and then just press, and then I'm going to peel the rest. Okay, and then just here. Now I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Peel, and again, get close to the edge, that scored line, and then make sure this is all lined up. And then it's lined up here too. Okay, and then we'll peel the rest. Oop. And there you go. So the top opening is right here. Then you're going to add your, your 4x6 cards. And then just close it up, and then you got yourself another book. And then you can embellish however you want, and makes a cute little embellishment box. Alright, I hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching. Bye.